I don't watch, when people say they don't watch the mainstream media, usually they mean they have other stuff as well as watching the mainstream media. I truly don't. For me to watch the news would mean I would be then owning a TV license, all that bullshit, right? So I literally avoid it unless it's written or um so I try not to have too much contact, but I also like to know what lies are being told and everything else. Anyway, so you've no doubt seen the theatre that is Keir Starmer. And I say theatre because up to now in my life, at 49, I have seen only theatre. On this tiny little screen, relative to the rest of the world, we get a little play designed to pacify us or whatever, or to pass the new message on for modern audiences. We get that pushed through that screen, whether it's via computer, YouTube, whatever else. The same thing, the same play, right? And so I say play, but what will be interesting coming up is Mr. Starmer. So you see all the play at the moment and threatening people and using his dictator powers to basically just gloss over the fact that he hired Mandelson, didn't vet him, didn't care. He was going to hire the guy anyway and just cover it up, right? It's so, so obvious. So how's he clinging on to power? And there's only two answers, really. I mean, the technical answers you could break down, and it comes down to threats. But or does it? See, the thing is, I've said this a few times now, and I'm going to say it again because my faith is in the political system having enough, I wouldn't call it integrity, enough ambition left in it, so that it will keep doing what it's always done, and that's taking people's heads off. Does anybody remember Jeremy Corbyn? When he wasn't even the leader of, well, he wasn't even prime minister, just the leader of the opposition, how hard he fought and how long he lasted. So it's doable. It's been done before. However, again, I'll say the issue again. The Labour Party do not want to get rid of Keir Starmer before an election. All their top people that might take those positions have already said this. So it would have to be some real backbencher, which isn't going to go down too well. That would probably trigger a general election as well, right? So, as much as we don't know what's going on, until those if he goes before the mayor elections, then there's a lot of things that could go wrong from that. It's got to be after the mayor elections from a Labour candidate's point of view, for someone who really wants to get in power and change things. It's too late for them now, but they won't. They have to think differently. So the odds are Starmer goes June, July, August. I still think that's odds-on chance. They're not going to do it for these elections, so they're going to let him get away with this bullshit. But they know the public have had enough. They know their own party have had enough. They know the opposition has certainly had enough. So all they got to do over the minus discretion, or even to just make one up, press the red button at any time. And if politics is got any of its normal checks and balances left, then he'll go. He'll be gone, and there's nothing he can do about it. Or, or we enter a new age of politics in which they genuinely can't remove him. May comes, June comes, July comes, August comes, September comes, October comes, and we've still got the same prime minister, and there's no sign of him leaving. Well, then you know that, wow, we are now under a dictatorship. Will he ever leave? Will he find a way around everything else? Now, he went into the local elections only because they were law. So that says that he's willing to follow some laws. So what laws will he change before the next election? So it's a real question coming up here. Like, no normal political party and no prime minister has ever survived the amount of things that he has, and got away with it, especially after a local election. Because that local election will be a loss for them. We can't predict what's going to happen. We can predict massive Labour losses. So it would normally be enough after all the other things. The other things would have been enough to get him out of the Premiership, but this on top, the May elections should be enough to finish any prime minister, no matter how stubborn. So I'll probably expect that to happen. I think our political process is still working enough. But if he's not gone by, let's say, September, then you seriously need to ask yourself at that point, oh shit, we've been calling him a dictator, but is he actually a dictator? Will there be a general election? What's going to happen? When will that general? What's he going to do before that general election to rig things? Because yeah, this local election should be he's already put enough nails in his coffin to be gone. But the local election should be, as soon as that last nail's tapped in, the Labour Party should be, and if they're like normal, they should be like, right, this is our chance. Fresh leader, no elections to lose. We've got X amount of time till the general election. Let's go. So that's when you'd expect it to happen. So if it doesn't, that's when you know he's got a lethal hold on the Labour Party, and therefore on the country. And that's when you know he's got us in a death grip. And it won't be just a case of scorched earth. That means he's got 3 years to send us into a massive spiral. So we really need to find out where our politics is. Thankfully, with the May elections coming up, we're about to find out. Dictator or just dick? We're going to find out.